For any teacher or school staff member out there, I've got a quick would you rather that I'd be really interested to see what your choice would be, because I think this could solve the debate around biggest issue within teaching being pay or sort of working conditions. So would you rather get an extra $5,000 a year in pay, so your pay's increased by $5,000, or work a 4-day working week? So you teach 4 days and then there's 1 day where it's not even you're working at home, you're just off for that day. Now obviously, given the role of a teacher where we do so much of our work outside of our contracted hours, that's not going to change. And I also want to make the point, students are still in school 5 days a week. Right, I'm not going to go into how that's all organised because the video is going to be too long. It's just a simple question: extra $5,000 in your pay, or you work 4 days teaching in school a week, and then there's 1 day off. You work a 4-day working week. And I think this will be really interesting to see what people would prefer and how that looks, because what's always sort of put forward is the reason teachers are leaving is pay. And I always say, look, pay is really important, but actually it's the working conditions, it's the workload, it's the lack of work-life balance. So if you would prefer to have a 4-day working week, meaning you get that day, and whatever you do on that day is up to you, because it's not expected. It's not your PPA time, by the way. Your PPA time's included in those 4 days that you're working in school. So what I'll do is I'll put 2 comments. I'll put a comment for $5,000 increased pay, and I'll put another comment for 4-day working week. I want you to like which one you would prefer. You can then share in the comments your reasons for that, but I'll be really interested to see what comes out on top.